So, Charles, as Apple became the nation's most profitable company, it also avoided paying a lot of money in taxes here and around the world. This, according to a congressional investigation. How much money are we talking about?
We're talking about tens of billions of dollars. We wrote about this last year in the iEconomy series, and Congress just came out with a report basically kind of getting even deeper and really quantifying this. Apple is a perfect example of how the tax code was written for industrial companies, and yet in today's digital age, companies that sell digital downloads or intellectual property or programs, things you can't actually touch, they can move those around the world and as a result slip through the cracks and avoid paying taxes.
So, how did Apple actually do this?
It set up a lot of offshore subsidiaries. One of the things that we just found out from Congress is that they would set up companies in Ireland. And in Ireland, they say your company should be taxed based on where it's operated out of. They would operate it out of the United States. And the United States says, we're going to tax your company based on where it's located. So as a result, these subsidiaries would slip through the cracks and would essentially be stateless, taxed by no one at all.
Wow, that stateless idea is fascinating. Look, as you said, you wrote a lot about Apple last year. Pulitzer Prize winning iEconomy series plug. But, this latest news, what jumped out at you? Anything really surprise you in this?
What surprised us particularly was the scale of this. Literally tens of billions of dollars have escaped taxation because of the tactics that are being used, and this is all completely legal. And what Congress is saying right now, at least this congressional committee is saying, that these loopholes need to be closed. There needs to be a way to get companies to pay American taxes. Now, American companies, for their part, say, look, we're following the law. We've got all this money offshore. We're not going to move it back until you lower the tax rates. And until that loggerhead is resolved, I think we're going to see a lot of companies avoiding taxes and a lot of lawmakers saying, you guys should be paying more.
Right. This has become, it's a little bit of a political circus down in Washington today, both the Democrats and Republicans and so forth. Tim Cook is going to testify tomorrow on Capitol Hill. But what's Apple saying about all this?
What Apple says is that they don't use tax gimmicks, that they follow the law, that they're one of the largest taxpayers, if not the largest taxpayer in corporate America, that they have created tens of thousands of jobs, and that they've made the world a better place. And that what lawmakers should really do is get out of the way of companies so they can do their job. A lot of this comes down to a fundamental belief. What do companies owe society? Do they owe this nation or other nations the ability to create great jobs and make a great company, in which case taxes might not figure into that? Taxes might be a drawback. Or should they pay what some people consider a fair taxes on the revenues they're making because they take advantage of American universities and American roads and they live in American cities?
Got it. Hey, Charles, thanks a lot. We'll be watching this one.
Thanks for having me.